Like, who would be the generational talent of our generation? It would be simple.
Pick your poison.
But also Zywoo, but also Nico. Like, they all have to be, right? So
fast lane flank is what Complexity want to roll with. Donk, he gets his one. Shiro in the open dies out to Elige. Now, the fact that Elige has to take on the responsibility of just outshining Donk, he knows it, he feels it, but he said it in the pregame with James. He likes the pressure. I think the pressure also falls on his teammates, though. Elige is a game-changing player, round-winning on his own at times. But down he goes towards middle. Donk reopening this donut control. Halzerk on the retake with Floppy right in front of him. And there's going to be this late wrap around from Zontix back through spawn.
They're not on it.
It's a fake tap, but the bomb's not planted for Zontix, so it has to be Donk to stop this.
It's time for him to run in, though.
Defuse is coming all the way down.
Oh my god, he's going to get...
They turn and they get this. JT sticking that defuse for 10 seconds as the three-person CT push works out for Complexity.
I guess if he turns, he's fine, but Zontix definitely had at least one moment to take that shot if he kept swinging out. So, 2 kills in the round for Donk on this pistol, but that's it. I'm more frustrated with the whole team around him, I guess, honestly.
I think they're as frustrated.
Yeah, inconsistency.
But do something about it. Exactly. They lose JT on the front cave peak. Floppy hears this whole pack coming, and he'll hold one off. It's Donk and Shiro to respond back. Inside of cave, Elige will find his wall bang, and those are those little moments that Elige shines. He always has a solution to a problem. Donk on the chase, though, feeling hunted as Elige starts to run down, goes for another wallbang. This one's off the mark. And Donk, he's going to catch him blindsided. Yeah, sorry, Elige, you're not getting away with that. A second magazine, and no helping hands from Grim yet. Hadn't even exited the door.
Yeah, looking for maybe a push down. So they try to get space since it's planted.
They thought maybe the ramp would get pushed, but it was already Donk on the flank. He's trying to elicit the reaction, sees both.
Oh my god.
And, I mean, Donk's 4 HP. Grim, he's only sitting on 8.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, he gets it. Grim goes back in, no kit. Oh, God, it's going to be a close one, isn't it?
He's still good, isn't he? This is going to go down to the wire.
Down to the skin.
Grim, he's holding it.
Fresh.
Last second, he's got it. Oh my gosh.
Talk about getting close.
We watched it turn green.
Less than 10 HP on both players. They're coming back into this city with vengeance, with a great chance as well. Chopper gonna go honing in on JT, but he let his guard down at the last second. Zontix removing the support, and JT good to get a double kill there. Unfortunate for Complexity, Floppy finds nothing, and even worse, that Halzerk's scout just gets damage and no kill.
Donk is still fishing, man. 6-2, and he went out and got those kills. Now they have visuals, I think, on both players, right? Yeah, so they definitely did see them both. Elige's low holding back lanes, and Donk taking another swing out. So only hear one set of footsteps. Donk, I think he's going to try to go in again on a timing. There it is. Of course, he's going to find it. Both frags in the end, and a first round for Spirit. It felt like a foregone conclusion that they were going to get one eventually. Those rounds were close. And that was a great spray in the end. But it's also him collecting kills in the middle of the round, too. I think it was 4 kills in total. The one who donks.
Yeah, that peak at that time.
I think it's definitely been twofold with Chopper. He's gotten better. He's got a better team with it. It's been a nice...
Yeah, he's earned it all. Step by step, right? Yeah. Step by step, he gets better.
But they did find him. They did find Chopper in the smoke.
They also made a mistake throwing 2 smokes top red at the start of the round, so T's come in with 1 less smoke. That smoke could have blocked off Donut. That smoke could have guaranteed plant.
Yeah, did they offhand that 2 elbow smokes?
I don't know. I just knew they threw 2 to red room.
Oh, I see.
Like they layered them. Feels like yesterday we had a lot of moments where Na'Vi were kind of missing. We were speaking to Chad about this, missing their Molotov deep into elbow, and Donk was allowed to just sit behind it and watch for the bottom mid push that Elige just went for.
Yeah. Well, Nafly said that pros don't miss utilities, so.
Well, they didn't miss, but they did put the same smoke. 2 smokes in the same place.
True.
Does that count? You know, it's not really a miss. It's
yeah,
just
that's true. Damn, Naf. He's always winning in the end. The second one was cleaner. The first one they had to come back from. So, Now we get a nice even footing here.
Here it is, Alish versus Donk. Oh, Donk goes through, kind of gets lost in that second smoke, and Alish will hold him back. But again, it's going to be more than Alish because the rest of Spirit are sharp, and the rest of Complexity have given up space. Ahead of the smoke grenade, Chopper gets JT bested by it. In a round where Donk goes down first, Team Spirit still claw back thus far. Halzerk stuck in the site, ready for Chopper. Nicely done from Chopper. 2 kills to reopen the round and give Team Spirit an easy B site.
That angle is not really
a thing.
Yeah, it's not really a thing. Well, especially when it's smoked on the opposite side, so you don't have to worry about behind him. What was it? Sydney presence? I can't remember what it was. Just a tiny one tournament, might have been Sydney, and then it wasn't great, and then took a siesta, and it was like, okay, well, oppers are all sort of like...
Ruh-roh, here we go. Just behind sight box, utility landing all around him. Teammates trying to scramble over. He's getting burned out, has to cower behind box. Donk's gonna go in between all of the smokes, and in doing so, catches Alish. Inside of the smoke still is Grim, low health, down to a quarter after that Molotov and the AK spam, so he's gonna try to do the same thing right back to Donk. But he's got a player right beneath him. There's a player still right behind him in Zontix.
Oh my.
Glock Halzerk and somehow get that second kill. That is unbelievable.
Glock kills, man. Okay.
That's a sour moment for Team Complexity.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I knew he would get one. He definitely deserved it when he was in that spot. But we gotta talk about the way Donk plays this game. It's different. Like, they did the exact, they knew it was coming. They knew the pathing was gonna come in that general direction, but the way the way Donk plays this game, he just does everything earlier because he's so confident right now. He's never been beaten, right? He's like, he just has no fear meter, excuse me. He has no fear meter at all. Like, he is not that easy to replicate.
Magic's getting through cave. Halzerk's just the P2000 here, so a bit of damage in. But it all gets mince-meated. Damn, he's up to 14 now. You gave him space in that last round. You let him know that he is superior. You know, that's, you say like he doesn't make dumb mistakes. He doesn't make bad moves. I feel like right after he makes a good move, a real round-winning moment,
yeah,
he'll just lay it on thicker in the follow-up.
Donk has players like that to learn from who played like him, who are maybe on the same or similar path.
And also in this organization with these teammates around him, there's no call to action for Donk to become an IGL, to have to change play style. I think the formula of Team Spirit is actually perfect to allow for him to keep doing this.
Oh my god.
Jumping up is dangerous though, but Halzerk missed shot. Bit too characteristic of Halzerk in 2024. Then we've got Floppy holding the back line, but a quick trade frag out from Shiro, 2v2. JT waiting for the challenge as the molly burns out. But honestly, these Ts don't have to move unless they're concerned about the possibility of a flank, but feels like they're honed in. That molly will certainly help.
Yeah, I can just sit default now, not worried about anything. Oh, no shot goes in.
Luckily, Magix picks up the slack, and now they've got JT zoned. Shiro won't miss the second. He got lucky that he missed the first.
Yeah, that can happen even to the best of players right now for sure, but you're right. You're not going to catch Shiro slipping twice.
It's another instance where Alish kicks it off 5v4, but can't escape. Donk on the chase, Shiro on the trade.
The way Donk... Oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody needs those. That's what Stiko said.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
Then Donk comes back and snaps you back to reality. Double kill like it's nothing.
I need my abacus to start counting these kills.
18 and 6, dude.
Donk is on a steamer. There is one man here, Halzerk, with an op, and this might be the final challenge of the half for Donk, as they are spread on the map perfectly. It will shove out some more weird rotations from the CT side, and Donk, well, let's see if he can make one more nightmare happen. He does. Another opper goes down.
Of course, Donk is going to alley-oop you all the way to the 9-3 lead. The kid's 19 and 6. Complexity, best of luck.
they screwed over Complexity's economy. They never stopped going, so it really worked. The game plan was perfect. And Donk was in perfect form as well. I won't say rare form because he's always getting 20 kills a half.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how consistent he is at this. Turns it around, 2 taps just like that in all the chaos in the middle of the exec. He still manages to find his impact, and it always feels so cool, so calm.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, he's kind of like, weirdly enough, he's sort of like Forrest, at least in terms of his aim style, where it's actually quite relaxed for how fast he plays.
Yeah.
And his decision making is so calm in very chaotic situations. So
there's like 6 guns blaring all around him, and yet there is just this calmness.
Yeah.
His target selection, picks the right fight at the right time as all those duels were going down.
Yep.
And it gets cleaned up, so no entry to the B site allowed for Complexity. Double digits to Spirit real quick.
Yeah. I feel like he's got a very stable sort of growth.
Yeah.
It's just kind of scary how
he's not the flavor
high
of the
the
month.
output is.
He's
Yeah.
been doing it 4 months. And that flash from Complexity is not going to deter anything at all. Team Spirit leaning back. Bomb hits the ground. No entry, no chance, dude. That flashbang, they were hoping would catch somebody at the base of ramp, but it's a leaned back defense from Spirit. And it's cool, of course, in that interview with Donk yesterday, he says, it's very, very important for me to be playing with Shiro, because when Shiro had his highest rating on the year from HLTV, his one to look out for was Donk. Shiro recognized the talent, and that talent is very much here. Elige gets killed out towards bottom mid. Halzerk again just with the camp trying to get into this ramp, but it seems closed. No matter where they go, he'll try his damnedest to get back with a double frag, but CT's comfortable to give him this space because the inevitable flank comes through. Donk goes hunting, and he does it so loud that Halzerk's actually able to post a 3rd frag, but then jumping into the bomb site on the reloads where Zontix put this one over the line. We're talking 9 map points.
This is one flaw. He's got big ass feet.
Yeah, that's fair. Big feet, big hands, and he stomps everywhere.
Yeah, just and they just go donk, 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 donk every time he takes a step.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He really doesn't like have caution in some of his rounds, right?
No.
And, like,
he doesn't believe he can die. James did a video on him recently, actually. Jamestown YouTube. Shout out to Jamestown YouTube. And he said something Zywoo and Donk have in common. They don't play DM at all.
Okay. Nice.
They just play tons and tons of matches.
Here we go.
Okay, wait, actually.
Chance for Complexity.
This is to survive the map.
Yes, sir. But Shiro's here. Tries to pre-fire the peak. It's not from that side that the attack comes in. And we've got man advantage for Cole to try and keep the game going. But Chopper's in between them all. Ooh, floppy turns.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
And he knows it could be a flank, yeah.
Yep. So he smokes off Elige, and we're going to have to get the clutch out of Elige, or we're going map 2 as fast as can be. Elige stuck on the smoke. There's Zontix with the kit on the defuse. Chopper, what a wonderful 3K to close out map 1. Just like that. We thought maybe Complexity could humble them. Could Elige go tit for tat, seeing as he watches every single Donk demo? But Complexity clearly not cut from the same cloth, and Donk will show no signs of stopping on the highway to the Spodek. It's an easy map 1 win to kick off the best of 3.
Unearthed power on overpass.
And at the very least, of course, Team Spirit did float overpass versus Na'Vi to the decider, which means they should be prepped. They got something in store. Let's see what it is. Zontix down at the B site with Magix. Sure enough, just like Yanko would have predicted. And Magix inside of the smokes. He will be found by Halzerk. Quick swing out from Graffiti, and the kills are coming through for Complexity quite nicely. Only a couple days ago, we had a solid showing from Grim and Elige on this map in particular. They'll be looking to tap into that ability of those 2 stars. And with a pistol under wraps, so it seems, strong start.
It is, yeah. It is interesting. I think the conversation when you go to a new map in a series like this is like, for unfamiliar people watching, it's like, okay, why wouldn't it just simply be a 2-0 smash? But the map can really completely change your odds as a roster, as a team. Like,
and some of the other regions IGLs. Guns look good here in the hands of Spirit, and poor Elige gets flashed in, but dropped it instantly. Chopper front bathrooms, looking for his trade on Donk, who dies with nothing. But nobody's keeping eyes on Chopper, that third layer of the bathroom setup coming out from Spirit. Now here comes Grim, trying to press out and combine with Halzerk. Good on him to kill Chopper. Doesn't let his guard down. Shiro still just in the middle of it all.
No! I'd be so pissed.
And he gets away. Halzerk tries to chase it down through the fire. He shall go. Real chance still.
Oh my god, with the timing on that smoke, there was no reason to even fight it. He could have just waited, but Grim couldn't know about the timing of it. It was so... And he's walked by Zontix. I don't know if Zontix will be able to find out that he's gone this way, but... Mate, oh no, after time.
No.
No, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That would have been a pretty sick find from Zontix, but man, that would have been very sad for...
Jesus, what a duo to try and get past. Now you want that A site? Well, you're bound to meet your maker.
Yeah, it is a pretty sweet combo for overpass, actually.
Donk, here's the fallback. Grim, he's still very aware of the threat. Ooh,
that's
Donk
nice
goes
from
down.
That's good awareness from Grim. I mean, this is a demo kill, the 2 demo kills in the setup, right? They know they're coming in from the left, and there's a flash that comes in from the A side on long to make Donk be able to walk back without alerting anybody. It sounds like they're scared. And now they come up onto the side. Chopper's here.
Yes, sir. Going for it, but going down empty-handed. It is the first from Zontix and the only from Zontix. A great response out of Complexity. The demo kill, right? High anticipation of there being 2 players to the left side of Bathroom's door.
And they try to throw the smoke screen of having fools of even better teams.
Laying it on thick early on. Elige for the entry, but ooh, nicely done. Chopper, he just mows down 2 players on the graffiti cross. Halzerk's gonna have to grab that bomb in an instant. This barrage utility comes out from heaven. There's all 5 players here. So at least you got targets to shoot back at. But Grim finds himself on his lonesome. Luckily for him, the flank's not quite in position, but he's got 26 HP. And when Donk has these kinds of moments, he goes hunting. There's his first. Took him 6 rounds, but he's got a frag.
26 ADR. Had to be a headshot, obviously, his first one.
Usually doesn't stay the case for long. He'll try again on Fountain. Taking his fight, but missed shot. Damn, visually frustrated as well.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, now you know how everybody else feels. Shiro, he's going to pick up the slack with the Elige frag. So at least you're going star for star.
I wonder how fast he would quit if he just had to, like, just played normally.
Right? Yeah.
He was just a normal guy.
Here we go. Long peek into Chopper, who has been good. Has held his own. Ooh, here's it coming. Oh, wow. Clean second kill out of Chopper. 32nd to the clock.
He said, Donk, just chill, baby. I don't even need you sometimes.
Halzerk smokes himself off and then decides to push through with the frag, catching Magic's off, but we've got Shiro locked in on truck. Halzerk, uh-oh.
Oh, man.
That's a flash from down beneath. Halzerk tries to close the gap. He gets the headshot he needs. Switching over to the AWP, but that flank, he saw the flash come from the B site, but Zontix instead goes connector, and that'll seal the deal.
Oh my God! Wait, he flashed and went up con, right? Did he flash from B site? All good attempts from Halzerk as well to get through that smoke. Really had to force his way in, but his op play nearly saved it after Chopper picked up that second kill. Beautiful multi-frags from more than just 1 or 2 people here on Spirit.
Ooh. Zontix, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's the early warning sign for the others. But he's got a nice comfort zone in barrels. Goes for the fight against Floppy. On the reload, things could get sketchy. Elige, he picked up a nice clean opening kill, and sure enough, both original defenders get nothing. So the damage is pretty substantial. Oh, but the wall bangs off the mark. Luckily, Donk will stop it. Must have pressed out through the heaven smoke. Shiro to the P2000, just gonna chase down Elige.
Bro.
And he gets the job done. Donk and Shiro not gonna give him anything more.
He just creates timing because he just knows when he can get away with aggressive things quickly. Their games are pretty short overall. It's just because of the aggression that they play with, but also, and even on an overpass, a map that can feel miles across sometimes.
What's Donk do here?
Yeah.
He just finds that little...
Just literally phased it. I mean...
And stop the plant.
They still only have one on the A site, but he's already working up towards this. Oh, okay, all right. So they're holding for it. That's good.
Donk off the flashbang gets his. No trade frag instantly out of Complexity. Utility getting laid on thick, and Donk still just operating in the middle of it all. But Elijah's nade will find him. So the utility here dismantles the A site. Little spam damage going both ways.
That they had the information but didn't know when to rotate because they're, like you said, individual anchors. But that is something that should help out Complexity here on Overpass. They won't make that mistake. But they have also let Spirit get 5 rounds here on theirs. Which isn't technically a lot, but it might be a lot if you witness what we witnessed on last map. It might feel like a lot. Might feel like a way better Complexity here.
It's an improvement. Meanwhile, Magic's down to 10 health. Shiro sitting on 16. Chopper taking some damage too off of utility, and they're going to throw the boost up on the little health that's left.
Good idea.
Perfectly timed. He gets away with it.
Just as they're peeling time off the clock, trying to hunt down this guy inside a con, they're working on new ideas. Now, they did do a 2-man boost in CT. So they could actually surmise that there's, first of all, this is a timing on Monster for Complexity if they want to look for it. They're holding on the short push as well, and there's a kill.
Sontic's peeking into the scope.
They find the timing here on Monster. They're going to walk out now.
It's looking like a comfortable spot for Cole, even if there is a CT close, but it's Donk with 100 HP and his teammate's already nearly dead. Donk's trying to serve up distractions, catches a leash, big scalp, missed shot from Halzerk. That's both T's confirmed, and Donk coming up from ramp just flushes JT into the waiting hands of Magix. Halzerk gonna peek out, missed chance on Magix, who's not even looking, hands busy, 3 whiffs, and he goes down as Spirit take the lead.
Oh, calm down, Summit.
You gotta hit those.
The monitor?
What'd he do?
I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see his cam.
Be careful with all this stuff, man. It's not free. I'm not paying for it, but...
The first one on Zontix was good. It's what got the players into the bomb site, but that missed shot on Magix's defuse. Ooh, almost.
Yeah.
Shiro, nice deep angle on Bathrooms, gets given a gift in Grim. It's a 5v3 for Spirit to comfortably finish off the half with, so it seems. It's still 5 rounds Complexity on the T side, but a pistol could quickly change the tide, and we don't know really what Spirit are going to get up to on that offense. What I do guarantee you is Donk's going to start swinging.
Yeah.
He's been somewhat muzzled, but there's an example of what he can do. Instant headshot to Halzerk. Floppy, beautiful double kill, but Shiro's still in the sight, and poor Floppy gets left on a single point of HP. So Team Spirit figuring it out, locking in a couple B holds, and Floppy on the approach is about to get picked by all 3. 7 seconds, not going to be enough for him to work. 7 rounds for Spirit, and the question is, can they push over Complexity 2-0? Can they lock in the Spodek as quick as can be?
The accuracy is it's just so perfect with him that you don't have a chance to shoot back. You cannot shoot back.
Ooh. Good flashbang from Magic, sets up Donk wonderfully. He goes through the barrels. Oh no, Cole. Just stopped by Donk.
No way.
Perfect pathing, all 3 frags. You know, he felt so muzzled on the CT side.
Yeah.
A couple times we saw him go for those fountain swings, you know, very Donk-esque, and he actually missed shots.
He got mad. Yeah.
Right? He was getting upset that he wasn't getting kills as easily as he wanted. But now you put him on T side, and look what he posts in his first endeavor into the B site. 3 kills deep, and Halzerk tasked to clutch. He's got a low HP chopper down beneath him. The guys on site won't move a muscle. Halzerk trying to get it going, but not going to happen. It is Spirit right in with the second pistol win.
Yeah, it's like you said, waiting for the T side so he can flourish, take things into his own hands.
They'll lay a smoke down ahead of the long commitment, but we do have a 3-player cohort working down through Bathrooms. Grim is going to be tasked with trying to stop it before it hits the site, but they may just circumvent him by coming out from Bathrooms. Elige is going to have to give pretty important cover here. Zontix goes down. Here comes Elige. Can't manage a multi-frag. And in the middle of that, Halzerk got killed, so then instantly JT gets dropped. It's Magic's double that really takes it up a notch. Magic's, in fact, coming through with all 4 of those frags somehow, some way. Each time they tried to face out into the Bathrooms,
Yeah.
in major playoffs at his age.
Yeah, and he's always been so like humble and chilling.
Oh, Magix comes out here. That makes way more sense. Sorry, I thought he was the long player.
Yeah, still sort of like a very narrow shot to the back, and
Yeah.
I mean, just beautiful protocols right there, like entry pathing, what he's clearing, who he's covering, and everyone exploded at the exact right time. I mean, that was the long player coming out.
So Magix unravels it all from the back line, then kills those close up. And Team Spirit, sensing blood in the water, just try to crank the dial into the B play. This time, at a minute 25, already the rumblings of the B site falling. Donk here to trade. JT just trying to keep his head down, but you can't hide from Donk. 2 pistols left here to stop Spirit from getting to their 11th. The connector player toppled as Magix keeps it clean, having himself a hell of a second map. Trying to hold off Donk as the top fragger of this server, but that's a guaranteed 11th. 2 rounds away.
More comprehensive. Wait, is there a chance that he can defuse? He has no kit, right?
No kit.
That would have been cute.
He'll send him scrambling back in.
Revenge on Dunk will feel nice, I think. No, probably not, actually. Won't matter. Team Spirit with 11. Looking at the Spodek.
His title as the returning Katowice champions. And G2 with a little struggle, maybe let Spirit have the edge. We've got JT in the B site, empty-handed. Zontix decides enough's enough. Double kill in the opening round, and we can just see Team Spirit at this point, like, just laying it on thick, taking every fight, winning every duel, and getting right back to the groove that happened back on Ancient, right?
Yeah.
In the first 12 with Complexity on the T side, it didn't feel like the first map of the series.
There's always thought behind it. Elige did give him some credit for that, saying that, like, a lot of this is Chopper improving as an IGL, on top of having Donk and really good pieces to work with, now Shiro to work with. But the fact that we're not talking about Shiro every round, I barely said his name,
yeah,
which is incredible. I mean, that kind of shows you that he has really fit into this lineup like a sock. Easy. Like, if they put Shiro in, no problem. He's hitting his shots. He's opting for the roster. It's still Donk's actually up front, so he's taking a lot of the, a lot of the credit because the rounds are ending on the first kills if he's successful, and he is a lot.
Yep.
So that's fine. And then you have Shiro when they need him, one of the best clutch players in history.
Safe to say it was an excellent choice from Shiro to join this team as all the roles make sense. As the potential feels so real. Look at that.
You cannot shoot back. There is no chance.
You didn't even get a chance to click.
Oh.
Look at that. Every time you face this kid, he takes your head clean off.
There's no one else you can consistently set. That is the kind of praise you give to Nico, that you consistently send him out to hunt down oppers with a rifle.
And then Zontix shows you that he's also got that special something. A clean headshot here to add to Donk's tally at the same time as being the one who went into that B site last round. Finally a chance to shoot back at him, but it still costs Grim 80 health. We've got Floppy down to B, and Complexity desperate that maybe Team Spirit just walk into the wrong bomb site, but it's Shiro, Zontix, and Chopper looking to close this. Playing some of the best Counter-Strike that we have seen so far at IEM Katowice.
Cannot wait to see what their next competition is going to be. Who are going to stop them? Who will humble Donk?
Who can? Who possibly could? We get Floppy coming around looking for something to pull on. Shiro, though, we just said, here to close. After Donk and Zontix get it started, look at this. Look what holds the bomb site in the post plant. A follow-up chance for Grim. Desperate, as has Complexity been this entire series. Never even had a chance to stop this hype train because Team Spirit have guaranteed it. They are going to the Spodek. Incredible scenes to see players this young with so much promise in a formula that simply makes so much sense. Leave this much of an impact. Heroes come in all sorts of shapes and sizes and great things in little packages. It is a day to be proud of the next generation of Counter-Strike. Team Complexity didn't even stand a chance. We are talking about a Complexity roster that made it to the finals of Sydney, that had promise in CS2. No chumps. Na'Vi, a day ago, meant to take them down a notch.